Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Actually, okay, that is just a straight square on there, so that's fine. We'll go out over that far, like that, and then I'll bring that right the way in over here. Like that, and then I will go up, like this. I've got 6 chests in there that I'm removing. I'm going to go right up to the top. I'm going to remove that lot all the way up to there. Tempted to go up to the forest. But no, I'm going to go up that far. Right there. So I want to go kind of up there. There's 2 layers worth on this. Oop, that's too high. Well, I know, okay, so I know the height limit that I want to go to. I want to go up here until I reach where it's got landfill on there. So I just want to go just below where the landfill request is, and it's there. That's what I want to get rid of. 25,000 timber, plus all, I didn't actually see how much it was in the solar panels, but there was a lot of them. Everything. That's all going to be removed. That whole lot there is now going to be removed. Then I'm going to come over here. I've got this one line here, and that is going to take a line from here. I've got one of those there with nothing. It's 7,700 on that one. Let's put some power onto that one, shall we? We'll do that. They'll be up. They will get rid of that. Okay, next I want to go here. I want to go across there, and I want to take that single line there all the way out to that point. And then I want to go back again, and I want to drop down here. All of that can go. I will take another single line. Actually, I'm going to try and do a double line here. We'll get rid of all of that. Come across here. Double line can't be done, so I just want to do a single line, because I got the coal in underneath. Plus, I've also got the oil under there as well. I'll get rid of that. So this next line here, we've got to be a little bit more careful of. I'll bring you across there. That coal is going to be temporarily unavailable. But it's only temporary. And then over to you on this side. Also, that oil will be temporarily unavailable. Oh, actually, no. The oil will still be covered by that, I think. I don't know. I honestly don't know at this point. All I know is that I'm removing every single solar panel that we've got left on the map. Well, every single solar panel from the old build that we've got left on the map. Alright, that's the important bit to note here, is it's from the old build, not from the new stuff. I'm going to come down there, and I'm going to do 2 lines. Over to there. That can be gotten rid of. And then I'll come over to this side, and I'm going to do the same over here. We're going to go out to the power over to there. Bring that one out there like that, and run that double line over here. Let's just go up, double... No, I'm not getting rid of anything I don't want to up there. Just pays to check. Just be absolutely certain that I'm not doing anything ridiculous. Okay, so now if I scroll out, I've got just a big square underneath here that I want to get rid of next. So that, I'll come out over to about there. There's the big square, and I'm going to come all the way over to this side. Another huge, great big square, and we'll bring that all the way down to here. And it's how far down that I want to drop on this. Like, basically, I want to drop down to there. That's the line that I want to drop to. But, if I go all the way out across here, where I actually want to get as far as I want to get, things are a little bit different out here. So, we will just get rid of... We'll come down to the trees. And I will drop down a little bit further than the trees. We'll go to there. There's another 23,000 solar panels just on that bit. Plus another 24,000 trees. Put that order in there. That is... We're down to 12, 13 frames a second at the moment. It's got rid of those chunks there. And those bits in there. And then I've got an extra few lines down here. And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it a little bit to a time. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go right the way through there, like that. All the way over. And that's as far as we want to go with it. We want to go up to there. Like that. So there's that lot to remove, and then we'll go back over and we will do this again. Right up to the edge of that one. So I'll go there. This time I'm going to take down a double lot. I'm going to go like that because I can see just about all of what I want to see on that. And then run through here like this. How far over are we going? Only over as far as here. Like that. Down a little bit. And another 63,000 timber in there. I have now requested that everything in there be removed. Like, that entire lot has now been put up for removal and destruction. That alone is going to take a massive... I mean, look, see, we've already started to lose some of the roboports and some of the radars, so it's made a huge difference to what's going to happen underneath that. I'm then going to go and take my grid. Now, we've got a few extra bits that we want to get rid of, like that bit right there. That can go, as well as that line down there, as that's now going to be obsolete. And that line right there, because that's also obsolete. And then I can bring this out. I'm going to go all the way out. I want to bring it up to there. And I can start putting these in. And I'm going to do this in a grid around the outside edge of what we've got being removed. It's kind of the plan with this. Because it will all fit, as long as I'm careful with it. And I'm also hoping that, well, because I'm like doing this all in one big fell swoop, we'll get rid of all of this. And yes, the frame rate at the moment is pretty atrocious, but that's also partly because I'm putting down roboports in the blueprint mode, and that always seems to have a bit of a bad effect on frame rates. And that's as far over as I can go. I've killed off the rest of that side over there. I've got no more joy on that at all. So we'll come down here and we'll do a little bit down this side as well, which I will be able to do. I'll be able to join these in here like that, and where those break apart, these don't join in. That's like there's a separate line there. I mean, the line does connect up through this bit. It comes up in around there. So it's still on the same network. So we don't have to worry about losing the network completely. That at least is a bit of a blessing. And what we've also got down here is we've got a line of roboports underneath all of this, which means that we can put this line right the way along through all of these trees that have been selected for removal. Like this. And that should make life a little bit easier for us. Where's the edge of these? That's all the way over there. Right. And I go a little bit further. Up, maybe? There. In over to... It's not very easy to see what's going on. I've got a little bit there over the what do you call right there. Oops. Oh no, I'm down too far. I want to go up there like that. Over the uranium right there. I can see the uranium there, but I'm not able to like do anything with it. Unfortunately. What's going on here? Ah. That's the edge of the line right there. I'm gonna go... I can't quite make out where the edge of this one is. There. Now I need to go up. There. Drop that one into there, and then we move out this way a little bit. Oh, there we go. And now I've come through the trees, I'll be able to see a lot more easily. We can drop this into here, and this is the outside edge over here. Right there, and we're actually pretty close to those roboports there. That's a good thing, that is. And now I can start moving up this side and getting a grid all the way round the outside of this area. Having just like a box all the way around the edge is going to make a difference overall to putting everything in. Like the robots coming back and putting everything back again afterwards. It'll make it slightly faster. We're not going to have to just move in one wall from one side. it will be a really good thing having this all the way up here. It's going to take them a very, very long time to get rid of it, though. And we're probably going to be on short frame rates for quite some time as they work through this. This is an insane number of ports and everything that we're going to be removing. Once I've got this set up, once I've gone round and I've done like the outside round on this at least, we will then go, right, now we've got this bit right here, see? That one, it's not going to fit in. Right there, it won't go up against those bits. There is not room for it. So we're going to have to leave a bit there, which means I'm going to need to go over this side. If I can get that lined up there. I have got a bit there that's not lined up properly. Unfortunate, but necessary by the look of it. And then bring that one up to there. And then I want to bring this one over here. That's got to go up a little bit from there. More. No, one more. Like that. Yeah, because that bit there is right in the middle of the grid. That's going to cause problems with the grid. Right, the pipes and everything, that's all in the wrong place. But we can get round that without too much trouble. And then we can carry on up. I'll take this right up to the very top. And then there's one other bit down the other side that I want to just put in. And then we will leave this to just carry on. Oop, not going to go there, is it? This is why you don't press shift. Never press shift when you're doing this. Because otherwise you just end up with a disaster that you're never quite sure what you've done and where you've done it. So it causes problems. Bring that up there. And another one. See, we're already removing a whole load of stuff here. Right, we are in the process of removing timber and everything else. Actually, I can't go any higher than that. I've removed the roboports to that height right there. Now, literally just on the edge of those roboports, but then I can't go any higher than that. What I think I will do is I will do an extra bit of removal from here. And I'll do another strip across there like that. There, and that will allow me to place one more of these down. There. Perfect. And I don't know if I can go back through. I can go back through and I can do some of them, because we've got roboports up above, and radars as well, which allows... Because the radars is also very important. You can have the roboports, but they won't uncover any of the map. It doesn't matter if you've got the roboports and you're allowed to build on it. If you can't see it using the radars, which are the ones that link into the map, you're not going to be able to use it at all. And I'll put that one there like that, and that's going to be about it. We're going to have one more here. There like that, and then I've run out. I'm then going to need to wait for them to do a load of building and fill in that area up there. Over this side... I brought that up. Unfortunately, I have made a mistake on the inside here. That one, I shouldn't have done. Because that's gone over that oil field. Down to there. But it is only the one, I think. So I want to get rid of this bit in here. That's got to go. Right there, that needs to be removed. Oh. I'm hoping that's auto-saving now. It's not crashing. No, it's not crashed. It's gone down to 6 frames a second for a minute, but it's not crashed. As long as I got a gap in the middle of that, I know where it is, I can come back and I can find it, and we can deal with that afterwards. Let's get rid of that. Let's zoom in a little bit. 3 frames a second. Oh, it's brilliant. We're down to 3 frames a second. 7. It's climbing slightly. We're up to 7, but my goodness me, this is really taxing it now. This is fantastic. This is absolutely brilliant. I know people who've done absolutely huge mega builds, and their entire game has been 10 frames a second, and it's just stopped at 10 frames a second, and that's where it's been the entire way through. To be honest, I don't have any intention of playing 10 frames a second. Alright, that is not something that I want to do. It is not something that I would enjoy at all, not even a tiny bit. It would just bore me to tears. But yeah, around the 10 frame mark, that is too low for me. I don't like that at all. Yes, we've got 10 at the moment. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get an extra line of Roboport things being built down there, but I'm kind of thinking I may leave that for a minute and not do that at all. Might just let this catch up a bit so that we get a bit more than 10 frames a second. The other thing that I was thinking is to just leave it to run for a while and not do anything at all with it. Just let the entire game run on its own for a little bit. See, in here, I've got radar that is... I've got no power. That's the problem here, is that we've got no power at all. Now, I've got 3 gigawatts. Those there. Because it's gone down so low, the water pumps that activate the steam turbines, they're not working. Plus, I've also gone and lost a whole load of the solar panels now. Right? I had a massive area of solar panels here that I've just gone and gotten rid of. And I am going to make up for that by having more area of solar panels, but we've got to wait for it to all come back online. And that's another thing. So yeah, there were a few people that suggested that perhaps I should just do this and then let the game run for a little while. So don't worry about doing any recording on it. Just allow the game to run this bit out, and then come back into it again afterwards. Right, these are charging back up, although those there... Oh no, they're not out of grid. That is within the grid. We just got to wait for that one to charge back up. We're up to 20 frames a second now. I think I've got room in the frame rates to put these in. That one can go in there. That will fit just into that corner. And then I will run down through here and put the rest of these in. It was just I wanted this line to go all the way down here. And then I'm hoping that robots will be able to catch up. So yeah, it's 10 frames while I just figure this bit out. And then they will catch up and they will start doing what they're supposed to do. Right, that is all of them requested. We've got requests all the way around the outside edge. The biggest thing that they're doing at the moment, though, is going to be removing all of the timber. Alright, I've got loads of requests for timber. I think there must be like 120,000 requests for timber. I got a line across the middle there that is probably going to be saying that the robots can't access it or something. And then up here, we've got this. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to go into here. And also, you'll notice that the robot count has gone down. It's only 197,000. We've lost several thousand robots. That's just because they're in this area somewhere, just being picked up and dumped. So let's show those. Move that out, and that's what we've got at the moment. So they're still using some of the roboports, and they're still able to use them for charging up, but it's definitely slowed things down. The iron coming out of here, that's made a huge difference. I'm not sure what that lot is. Oh, I know what that lot is. It's all of the robots that went... all the construction robots that went up to go and lay down all of these belts and everything else. They're now all streaming out of there and heading across, coming over this way. And the biggest issue we're going to have with this is that eventually these are going to be disconnected and we're not going to have anywhere for them to charge. So we're going to have robots over this side not able to access everything. Although they should be able to. Even if they can get, like, part way across, and then they get over to here, they can charge up again. Dunno. It could end up causing some problems. We'll have to wait and see. That is now up and running again. We've got the ore in there, so the roboports have charged that bit up again. And we are dismantling a huge chunk of this. There is a lot of this being removed, but it looks like it's just being removed and then being carted back to storage. I don't know where it's going after it's been picked up from here. I got a feeling that it will go all the way back over to storage and then it will be brought back out again. If that's how it's going to work, then that's how it's going to work. There isn't really a lot that we're going to be doing about that. There's not a lot that we can do to change any of that. But look at this. Look at these all coming through. It's quite awesome being able to watch them like this. This is pretty much full on power now. Doesn't look like it's going any higher than that. So I don't have, even when I'm on max power at the moment, I don't have any accumulator charges. But having all of this lot being removed, we're up to 20 frames a second now. So we're slowly starting to make some progress. We do have a few of these being placed down. And the plan is, I'm going to wait until a lot of that is being placed down. I'm not too worried about that one. I will make sure that one is uncovered eventually, but we'll get the framework down everywhere, because uranium ore is not being used. Not really. There is a tiny bit that's being used, but not very much. We will need to go and get some uranium being used. But what I'm going to do, while that is working through, it's going to take a while now. We know that's going to take a while. I'm expecting it to take a while. We're down to 20 frames a second, so we're running at 1/3 speed. And I'm hoping that, yes, it's running at 1/3 speed, but what I'm hoping is that eventually it will all pick up and everything will be tickety-boo and wonderful. And there won't be any issues with it whatsoever. I'm just going to put some power into these. And we will eventually be able to change over to doing solar power. That's what I'd like, is I'd like to change over to doing 100% solar power. It may not happen for a little while, but that we've got a target. That's what I'd like to do. So I'm going to keep working towards that target there. This is the other bit over here. Like, I've got a big area of stuff right there where they're struggling to get through and charge up properly, because they're heading up to the iron at the top. So we're going to want to build this over that area. I'm not going to do it at the moment. I have a mission in mind at the moment, and that mission in mind at the moment is involving lots and lots of landfill. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go for 3,000 landfill to fill up all of this lot. Let's get rid of those barrels. Let's get rid of the sulfur. I'm hoping then I'll have room for 3,000 bits of landfill. I've got 43 construction bots there, so I can get rid of a few of them. Lights. I'll get rid of 3 of those lights. I'll get rid of some of them. I want enough space to be able to hold all this landfill I've just requested. So long as I've got enough space to be able to hold all the landfill I've requested, we will be able to put the landfill down where that the new bit that I've got and placed over where the nuclear power is. I was trying to say solar. Nuclear power. If we can have that nuclear power, the extension put onto it, that will help see us through until we're able to fully build and get running solar panels right the way across the board. That is the main target here, is solar panels across the board. I know that rockets also, launching rockets, is another thing that I'd really like to do. Right, I've got a whole host of pipes. Wow, the pipes still haven't even been put in over here. This is all me doing this. I'm building all of this back. Plus, we've also got the productivity modules. They've all been put in. At least we got plastic being built over here. That makes a difference. But yeah, there were pipes in there and everything. Right, I think that's all of it in here. There's 50 of them. I'm going to run through this way. We'll just see if we've got any more. No, there are more pipes going out. Oh, and there's roboports being placed down as well. Several of them. Let's get all of those into place. Who's this last one? Emil Wackerhagen up through there. Riley, the Good Gamer, Maltese Panda, Connor Hindle, Silverwolf 187, Tyree, Owen Vessel, Gooseman X, Snow Fox, Ryan G, Zorta 777, Michael Smith. Look up through here and see if there's any more. Glenn Fiddick I haven't seen for quite a while. It's a fairly new one into the list. And there comes the landfill. Right, let's go. I'll stand here a minute and I'll let most of that landfill come in and just fill us up. And then we can walk down over to here and we will allow my robots to start filling out that area of landfill all the way down there. It's going to take a while for them to run down through and do all of it. But that's absolutely fine. I'm quite happy for it to take a while to do that. As long as we can get it all going. That would be brilliant. I would love to have all of that landfill filled in. If it will run down in, it means then we can get another line of nuclear going. Well, I'm hoping I've got enough landfill placed there to do 2 more lines of nuclear, which is quite a significant increase on what we've got at the moment. And where do I need to go? Actually going the right way. Yeah, that is a fair step up on what we've got there at the moment, which means that we will be able to just tide the power over a little bit. I mean, maybe I need to find another big area of water so that I can drop down some more nuclear. Maybe I don't. I'm not really sure about that, but I'm going to bring you over this way. I'm going to stand right here on this corner, and I'm going to let them go and place down a whole load of it here. Busy little bees, these robots. And you can see the steam there. That's actually impacting frame rate. I don't think that impacts the frame rate a huge amount. I think most of the problem there is it's still the robots elsewhere. But if you look here, we're now actually starting to get some of these solar panels placed down. And I've got a few roboports being put down in the right place as well. I've got some of them, they're hovering. Basically, they're sat there waiting for some of the bits underneath to be removed. So that then they can go and place them down. So the whole hovering situation, that doesn't speed things up. And then I've got timber up here, some of it being removed, but not all of it. I think that one there is out of power, so it's dead. So we're only removing timber from the bits up here that can be reached from the top end. I do also have some timber being removed down here. That's also going to help, I think. Some timber being removed, but I've also got robots just sat here waiting to place down more frames and solar panels and stuff like that. So, yeah, the entire process is going to take a bit of time. Now, the other thing that's going to take a bit of time is... right, not shift right-click, just right-click. But by doing that, robots are going to go along. Right, that's empty. That one's draining pretty quickly. Right. I need to pick up everything that's on the floor. To do it like that. There. They're probably going to bring me some more of this stuff that's on the floor, which is going to be a bit of a jolly nuisance, but there isn't a lot that I can do about that. There, I'll pick that lot up. I don't want any more wall. I don't need that, so I can get rid of the wall that I'm holding. That's going to clear me another little bit of space. Do I have... I do. I've got roboport coverage over on that bit, and then I've got those being brought down as well. Now I will run down here to there, and my own robots should eventually put landfill in there, unless I've got a load of construction bots on their way over now with landfill to come and fill this bit up. It could be that there is some on their way over, because I've also... there was a thing up here I was requesting to get rid of. Look at this, we've got stripes of things being removed in the middle, but as we remove power lines around, like, roboports are dying off, and they're no good anymore. They can't be used. Which means that then it disregards the orders that we've got in the middle. These in here, these have still got orders in here, so they're still coming along and gathering up some of them, but they're getting rid of them as well. I want to go... oh, wait. They've changed their mind now. They're coming out and they're putting that lot down. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, I told you I'd have some more walls brought over because of dumping the stuff on the ground. That's what they're doing. Right, well, we'll leave... well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.